Lieutenant Zachariah Mancer. I think congratulations are in order. Captain Eliza Major, welcome to my unit.
The honor is mine, Captain.
For now, we're stationed in town and focusing on missions intended to maintain order and safety among the civilians. Here are the two other fine soldiers making up your unit for the time being, David Ward and Jeffrey Hunter.
My pleasure, Lieutenant! Congratulations, and...
Leave the ass-kissing for later, soldier. Lieutenant?
Yes, sir, Captain.
Excellent. Moving on to more pressing matters, our mission just came in, and it's aimed at smothering regime opposition. According to the intel the ASC gave us, those terrorists live in the slums and are plotting several attacks to undermine our corporation. Your mission is to infiltrate the terrorists, stop the attacks, and find your way to their leader, Bulgakov. Orders are to capture Bulgakov alive. We're going to drain him for intel about other terrorist cells and dismantle the entire network. So beat him only as much as you need to take him.
You got it, Captain.
Move quickly. The longer you take, the more risk there is to the citizens of Ophir, and I won't have that. Before you go, though, there's one more mission, one requiring speed and discretion. We have deserters in our ranks, Lieutenant. Deserters planning to flee like rats through the city's underground. That won't happen. Do you understand me? You find them, and you eliminate them, each and every one. That seems harsh to you. Setbacks against Aurora have ruined our reputation, to the point that every action we take is scrutinized and extorted by those seeking to gain from our fall. A mass desertion would spell scandal if it became public. You catch them before any word of their escape comes out. So move, now! You only have a few hours. You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
What do we know about Bulgakov?
More than nothing. Not much more. He has a hell of a fine reputation, among terrorists at least. Real upstanding killer. Smart. Not a damn clue what he looks like or where he is. Only way we're gonna find him is to stay on the rebels. The ones who know him. Otherwise, the guy might as well be a ghost.
So how'd the ASC get its intel on the terrorists?
Some questions, Lieutenant, are better left unasked. And some answers better left unknown. Not a fan of the gory details. All I know is the intel now points to Bulgakov and his men planning an attack. And come hell or high water, we're gonna stop it. Right?
Where exactly were the terrorists seen?
Not wearing name badges or carrying signs, for fuck's sake, Lieutenant. It's gonna take a little more legwork. They're in the slums. Open your ears, bend some arms. I'm sure you'll find some creative ways to find them and their leader, whose head I want on a stick.
What's the word on this sergeant you talked about?
Boris Ward? Balls-out soldier from what I hear. Took some classes here. Hero on the front, loved by his men. Enough so that after he came back and decided to desert, they followed his ass. Something we could never let happen again.
So why the desertion?
Not a damn clue. They didn't send a Dear John letter or a greeting card when they left. So who the hell knows? PTSD? Cowardice? Aurora propaganda? Take your pick. Doesn't matter. End result was the same. That said, the front changes, men. Living on the edge of life and death, day in and day out for months on end, and then returning to the banalities back home, it must become unbearable after a while.
I'd prefer not to have to kill him, if there's any other way.
And I understand that, but I'd prefer if you didn't have a preference. A lesson needs to be made, Lieutenant. Whether it's at your hands or via a court-martial, he's gonna die either way. The former just makes for less of a scandal. And in times like this, in times of war, that makes for a happier captain. Lieutenant, now's not the time to be soft. The army's losing respect. The generals are losing power. We're a baby step from becoming little more than toy soldiers and figureheads. The last damn thing we need is a scandal. Make sure he dies quiet and in the dark.
What's the word on Abundance's army, Captain?
Even as a Technomancer, you have to know the subject well. But I take it you're asking if the war's changed things for us. We have the best army on Mars. The best men, the best weapons. But still, the image of our men among our people is dwindling due to the losses in Aurora. Even our generals have little say in the council anymore. I don't know how we're going to restore our prestige, but currently, we're not as important as we once were.
What's the word on David?
David Ward's a good soldier. Great track record. But he's grown bitter for some reason. I don't think he's one to do anything stupid like go AWOL, but I just hope he gets back on track in your unit. The sand out of his eyes. Just keep an eye on him.
What about Jeffrey?
Jeff Hunter's a little shot of adrenaline from Greenhope. A good soldier. Young and brash and annoyingly childish at times. But I'd rather have a unit of brave idiots than an army of brilliant cowards.
And what are your thoughts on the Technomancers?
That a trick, Lieutenant? What do you want me to say? Your abilities are incredible, and your value insurmountable. But if I may, your kind are not ones to coexist. Keeping to yourselves, refusing to mingle with the likes of us, the common man. So I've long since given up on trying to gauge you. Remain quite aware that instability comes with the role. Power can undermine all men, Lieutenant.
Do you know the great master of the Technomancers?
Know him? Not really. I met him once. A wise man. Highly ranked. Full of secrets. In short, no different than most Technomancer officers.
Do you know Alan Mancer?
In passing. We cross paths during drills, but I don't like him. He's undisciplined, and that makes a man dangerous, unpredictable. At the very least, it gives Technomancers a bad name, Lieutenant.
And what of the opponents to the regime?
Their dreams go only as far as the corporation's demise, with no plans to fill the void that they'd leave. They're cutting off their nose to spite their face, trying to undermine our unity in times of war. They're terrorists, nothing more. They're either nihilists, or simply naive to Aurora's manipulation as they try to achieve some unknown end, without even understanding that they're working for the enemy. But according to the ASC, their numbers are rising and their structure is stabilizing. And we're the only barrier to them harming more people.
What intel do you have on ASC?
They're the linchpins of Abundance. They head up our security, spy on our enemies, and keep an eye on our opposition. They're our eyes, ears, and arms. Under Colonel Victor, they grew steadily in power, and now stand at the top of the heap, just below the Dowser. A piece of advice. Keep asking questions about them, and you better start watching your back. There's not much they don't hear or see, Lieutenant.
What do you know about Colonel Victor?
He's a patriot who transformed ASC into the power they are today. That's not first-hand knowledge. Just what I've seen and heard in passing. And it's all I know about him.
What do you know about the Source?
It's Ophira's center of power, and because of that, the center of abundance. Word is, before the barracks and chapel were built, it was the excavated site of an ancient colonist dome, one of the oldest on Mars, if the stories are true. I don't have a damn clue either way, because I'm a soldier, not a historian.
What can you tell me about the barracks?
It's a barracks, Lieutenant. What's to know? Main one in Ophir, built to house soldiers securing the Source and the rest of the city too. I also know that your unit, as special as it is, isn't the only one stationed there, and most of the others simply serve as the city's police.
What's the deal with the exchange quarter?
Only neighborhood in abundance that welcomes foreigners with open arms. So it's filled with hotels and merchants who use the adjacent station to send their goods all over our territories. But with the foreigners comes trouble. The kind that's far too often beyond our control. So if you're going there, you'd be smart to watch your back.
Know anything about the slums?
The name says it all. Too little space for an influx of too many people who can't afford anything better. It's not the shining star of abundance. And with the war, it ain't the priority either. So I doubt it's gonna change. It's not the place you want to go if you want to take a walk at night, unless you're looking to come home with a lighter wallet and a little less blood. Poverty breeds desperation, which breeds crime. We need to stop the breeding.
What do you know about the underworks?
Ever seen an ant farm, Lieutenant? A never-ending maze of tunnels. Some old, some new, some natural, most not. All lined with storage facilities housing any and everything you can possibly imagine. And I'm sure a fair number of things you probably can't. You want to go there, grip your gun tight and pack your ammo heavy. I don't know if it's any less safe than the slums, between the little creatures and outlaws that lurk there. But it sure as hell ain't safer.
I found a young woman who had completely lost her memory. She was in the Vori's hands. If the information I gathered is correct, she's a former member, perhaps even the head of some kind of criminal group. I thought it was best to warn you so you can send a squad in to detain her. You can find her being watched over by some foreign merchants in the exchange quarter.
Quite the coincidence. I'm not even gonna ask how you got mixed up with the Vori. But if it helps to clean up the streets, I'm happy to be ignorant.
Lieutenant?
You know Colonel Victor?
The ASC chief? Yeah, sure. He's the head of the intelligence services. They hunt down enemy spies and rebels. But you know that already. Why are you asking? Is this a test?
No, just interested in hearing what you think of the guy.
I don't. I don't think anything about it. Let's just leave it at that.
What do you know about the ASC?
Why? You work for him? This an interrogation or... Look, all I know is what everybody else knows. They protect abundance from enemies and rebels. Is that the right answer? Do I earn my merit badge?
David, listen to me. I'm not...
That's what they all say.
You don't like Technomancers, do you?
That a surprise, Lieutenant? You go to your little private schools, cut off from the world, then just show up all clean and well-fed with your weird-ass powers and poof, just take other officers' positions without earning them. You don't have a damn clue what war is. Never been to the front lines. Let me tell you, I have. Even fought alongside some of your so-called masters. Day in and day out, we fought together. And day in and day out, they had more respect for our damn enemies than they ever did for me or us. We ain't nothing to your great officers with their divine abilities, whatever the fuck they are. We show our respect to you because we know we'd probably be up shit creek in some of these wars without you. We don't have to like your kind, and I don't. It's my damn right. So yeah, no, Lieutenant, sorry. I don't like Technomancers much.
What do you know about Anton Rogue?
Head man of the Vori, one of my best friends. Great guy, really fantastic. Hell you asking me shit like this? How would I know? One of the most dangerous fucks on the planet? People say he's everywhere. Knows everything about everybody, even us simple soldiers who'd never lower himself to even share a drink with. If you're looking to deal with the guy, watch your ass. Dude's a snake with friends in some very high places. Stay the hell away if you can.
You've been a soldier a long time. Tell me about the army.
Best years of my life, stuck in the worst job on the planet. Sure, it's the best army on Mars. Best trained, best equipped, most disciplined. But with guys serving for over 10 years without a single fucking promotion? Hell's the point? Where's the enticement to be a hero? Wow, thanks. Another shiny fucking medal. It'll make my casket real pretty one day. No thanks. The officers are either legacies who went to the right schools or folks like you who actually went to good schools. Army doesn't care about valor in combat. They care about privilege. In my opinion.
What's the deal with the barracks?
Fucking hellhole. Dorm smells like the bathroom and the food tastes like it was pulled from there. Training ground the size of a playground despite there being plenty of room in Ophir. That's it. Every chance I have to get the hell out of there, I take it.
What do you know about the source?
The holiest of holies, yeah? You're looking for an important building? It's there. Unless you're looking for a place to eat. You'd have to hit up the exchange for that. All you'll find around there is busy-looking people running around with serious-looking faces. Why so serious? Who the fuck knows? Just making up laws in the house of the people to ruin our lives is serious business.
What's the deal with the slums?
Hell, man, that's my home. Grew up there. Ain't easy on the eyes, but damn if it ain't lively. Hell, most of the Ophir population lives there. All the laborers, keepers, craftsmen, and most of the ward, too. No one ever gets out of there. Ain't no time or means to make the place better, neither. When something collapses, they send the mutos to half-ass repair it. Over and over and over again. The high-ups hate the place, but truth is, it's where the real forces of abundance and fear are, you know? Also the home of the rogues. But I ain't gotta tell you that, do I, Lieutenant?
You heard of a bar called the Curiosities?
Who hasn't? Trendy joint, I guess. Rumor is the rebels been hanging there too, but I don't know about all that. I go in for a drink, that's all. Though I tend to get those drinks pretty fucking often, because they're cheap and they're strong. And if you can manage to stay out of the arena or the drunken brawls, you can have a decent time there.
Tell me about the front.
I haven't been back there in a while. What do you want to know? The place is a constantly shifting slaughterhouse. Sure, we'll take a piece of the Shadow Path, a mine or something, costing us a few hundred lives, only to lose it right back within a week or so. And we both take prisoners. We put ours in camps. Who the hell knows what happens to the ones they take, though? But if you're dreaming of beautiful, heroic bullshit happening all the time, you might want to look somewhere else. It's just blood and mud and rotten food. Nights of fighting, days of losing sleep, and fear. The kind that makes you know one day your body will drop, lost in a forgotten part of the world. Lieutenant?
At your command, Lieutenant.
What can you tell me about our captain?
Sorry, Lieutenant?
I want you to speak freely. It's just us.
No, of course, Lieutenant. I just, Captain's a great lady. Bit strict and not always polite with her orders, but that's nothing to bitch about. Sure, she's got her reasons, and it's for her own good. And hell, she knows a lot more than what's going on behind the scenes than we do. Hell, she came from a family of officers. She's damn good at her job. Was meant for it. And I'm pretty damn proud to say she's the head of our unit. I'm just a little surprised you're asking me, Lieutenant.
What do you know about Colonel Victor?
Colonel Victor Watcher? He's, not someone I met or want to meet either. Not that I mean, I know Abundance is overrun with rebels and enemy spies, but it's just, word is, when it comes to him, best keep your mouth shut. So I'd prefer to follow that advice, if you don't mind.
What can you say about Anton Rogue?
Not all that much, I don't think. Head of the Voorhees mob, yeah? Heard he's not exactly a good man, if you catch my drift. A guy no one in their right mind would want to deal with. And, you know, being a soldier and all, I'm just an honest, hardworking guy, so I have no reason or interest to rub shoulders with him.
What do you think about Technomancers?
Aw, hell. Well, you're putting me on the spot, aren't you? Alright, well, you guys are strong and all that with your powers, no doubt. And honestly, You're only the second one I've ever met. First guy was at our place in Greenhope. He was a nice old guy. He taught us some terrestrial techniques, and, you know, obviously he was there for us if we had spiritual problems. But to be honest, I can't really compare him to you or any of the other ones here, of course. That said, honestly, I'm really proud to serve under you, Lieutenant. You're an example to try to live up to. I mean, you were just one of us regular people, and you became an officer and a Technomancer. It's really incredible and inspiring.
What do you think of the source?
Ah, an amazing place, Lieutenant. Really pretty architecture, mind-blowing buildings, all of it. Makes you proud to be part of Abundance. And you know, I'm all kinds of proud to serve here at the barracks that protect our corporation. Crazy to think the safety of the people's representatives and the Dowsers in our hands. Really cool.
What do you know about the slums?
Ah, hell. Biggest dang part of Ophir and overpopulated as crap. Gotta be a miserable place to live. Too many people, too little space. And I even heard there's some rebels living in there. But how the hell can you find them? Like rusted needles in a dirty haystack. Made only more dirty by the Vori there too. It's sad. A lot of good people gotta live among the garbage because they can't afford to get out.
You ever been to the underworks?
Oh yeah, sure. Place is like a crazy maze. Warehouses everywhere, tunnels leading to nowhere. Kinda crazy. I think they should really be patrolling them more often. Honestly, I swear I saw some creatures who could tear apart any poor guy working down there. Dangerous stuff, Lieutenant. And not that I'm criticizing our work down there, or I wouldn't do that.
You're from Greenhope, right? What was it like?
Ah, Lieutenant, it's a really beautiful place. You gotta see it to believe it. A lot of space, not like the city. A lot of cultivating and breeding areas. I mean, a lot of stuff that makes its way here is made there. And hell, if you like hunting, that's your place. Not that it's perfect or nothing. Like, its houses aren't as nice as our Capitol buildings for sure, but it's nice there. You'd like it. Beautiful views of the desert and fields around it. Really, really nice.
Chasing after deserters sounds great, but where do we start?
The slums. They must have gone home to ask for help, so we should pay their families a visit. I'm sure our escapees will be around.
I find it disgusting, chasing my own companions.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Technomancer. A pleasure as always. What brings you here this fine day?
I found out where the girl's from.
That is great, great news.
Not for her, unfortunately. Turns out she was part of a female gang trying to come together as a rival to Anton Rogue's outfit. Fight barely lasted a round, but clearly it annoyed Anton enough to have one of them kidnapped and tortured to send a message.
So what happens to her now?
Guards are coming to arrest her. Even if she's got amnesia, she was a pretty high-ranking member of the gang. They've been looking for her. After she serves her time, whatever happens will be up to her.
Ah, can't pretend it doesn't make me sad. Picturing her in prison. But you did what you needed to do. It is your job after all. Here, take this, for your time. I hate to risk exploiting your kindness, but if I may.
Go on.
Since our little misadventure the other day, I'm always looking over my shoulder, feeling that those mob types are breathing down my neck, fearing I'm less protected than I ought to be.
And you want bodyguards?
In a sense, but understanding that no ordinary citizen of abundance would suffice, and that such a task for you would be an insult, I was thinking that perhaps a strong mutant might do the trick. Word goes around that one might be able to make such an acquisition from the mutant pen in the slums. If you might make the trip for me, I could compensate you for the price of both the mutant and your time.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Again, thank you.
What made you want a mutant for a bodyguard?
All over in my travels, I saw merchants with mercenary companions. People who had abandoned their high rank in a corporation for the chance to travel. For serum. Hired thugs, loyal only to the serum they are paid in. A dangerous circumstance. And one that often saw those thugs turn on their employers. A mutant, however, may be less intelligent, but far more loyal. At least if fed well. And just look at him! The personification of intimidation. His size alone tells the story.
Hello there. Feel free to browse.
I'm looking for a little information. Maybe you could help me.
If it's information regarding my merchandise, I'm a fountain of knowledge.
Bye.
Later.
Good day. Care for some merchandise, officer?
I need information.
Don't we all? Unfortunately, I'm just a simple merchant who spends her day here, selling her goods, and probably knows little of anything that would
Have a good one.
And you too.
Where they're hoping to get to. I mean, sure, these underworks are vast, but still. You think they want to join enemy lines?
They're trying to get away from the war, the fights, and after what they saw, we can't really hold that against them. Why was I assigned to this unit? I hope you're not planning to kill him. I know Boris, he's a great guy. He must just be at the end of his tether. He's fought a lot for abundance. It can't go down this way. So you got me, Mancer. Good for you. How much blood did you spill along the way? You're nothing more than a lackey for abundance. At some point, we've all felt the way you do about abundance. But they just take and take until we're all used up. We are tired and want out. But they send you, another loyal dog, to drag us back. I fought my whole life for them. Today, for once, I'm gonna fight for myself.
All right then, let's do this.
Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
Get the hell out. Don't ever show your face here again, and you can keep your life.
Hugh, I owe you my life, Mancer. I will never forget that. For as long as I live. Goodbye.
Door's locked from the other side. Guess we're going around. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain, report?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Rest assured, potential scandal's been abolished. Everything's in order. We managed to neutralize most. Some, unfortunately, escaped.
Then you didn't act quickly enough. It should have been your priority, Lieutenant. Because of your failures, all we can do now is hope that the word doesn't spread. And what was the fate of the sergeant in charge of the group?
Sergeant Boris? You'll be pleased to hear that he's been eliminated, as requested.
I'm glad to hear my expectations were met. As hard as it must have been to carry out those orders, it's never easy to take the life of one of your own, even if he was a coward and a traitor. You did well, saved us from scandal. My trust was well placed. Quartermaster has your pay. Go get it. It was well earned. Good. Moving on. We have new missions. Bit of a welcome change from the big chases. We've got state officials arriving in Ophir today, and an ASC warning that an influx of Aurora spies in the city are planning trouble. For security, the officials will be picked up in rovers outside the city and brought to the hangars, rather than coming through the station. We've got brigades tracking the spies, but you're gonna have to usher them through the slums and make sure they get to our quarters safely. No excuses. No failures. We clear? Questions, Lieutenant?
We have rovers?
A few of Abundance's most prized relics, dating back to the colonists. Fragile and hard to fix, though, so they're used sparingly. But what we need to travel away from our shadow paths, they're damn near invaluable. They're small, though, so they're not transporting more than a few men. But who knows? We may find need for them on quick and dirty missions in the future.
Who are these officials I'm being sent to babysit?
Senior ministers of agronomy evacuated from Greenhope. Some coddled pop star singer, and most importantly, some senior officials, including the High Judge, a man we can't afford to lose. Whatever you have to do, just make sure you get them to their destination in one piece.
What's Aurora have to gain by targeting our officials?
Destabilization, humiliation, to show they can strike anywhere at any time, even in the heart of our capital. I don't have a damn clue how they got so deep inside the city. But the only thing that's important now is to make sure whatever the hell they're planning is put to an end. Consequences could be disastrous.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I...
Captain Eliza told me to come.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
I know you don't mind helping out the police when you can, so I just want to know if you've seen anything lately. Groups gathering, people acting suspicious.
We're in the slums, officer. This is Anton Rogue's world. More people than not around here are acting suspicious.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking more about anyone who may be looking to hurt Abundance. Folks not fans of the regime. Rumors are going around some rebels are planning an attack.
Fucking assholes. Hell, they can't just leave well enough alone? Nah, I mean, I heard something about fellows talking angry, talking about meeting up, but other than that, nothing specific.
All right, thanks.
Serum? Serum for the poor?
I need some sensitive info about a certain group of citizens.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I want is a little serum.
Come on. I'm sure that you see everything that goes on here. I'm looking for people plotting an awful attack. You've heard people talking about sabotage from someone named Bulgakov?
No, not right off, but maybe, you know, a bit of serum might help jog the memory. Help me remember. You know.
Listen, pal, we're not haggling here. I'm telling you to tell me what you know before the bastards blow up half this city.
What do I owe this city? What has it ever done but abandon me? Good thing I was born better than what it's become. Them rebels you looking for hang around this local bar. The Curiosities. Now go on! Get about your life while I scrounge for eats.
Those terrorists aren't even hiding. Meeting up right in front of the Curiosities? You really think we're morons? Or maybe they're the morons.
Anyhow, we should keep an eye out. If those people are able to drop a bomb in a city like this... Lieutenant? Should we maybe get the civilians away from the plaza? Might be safer.
Good point. Yeah, let's ask him to move back. Rebels are close. I need to get closer to hear what they're saying. Just gotta keep this straight and stay hidden.
Shut up. Someone's coming. Where's the next action going down? You heard anything?
Operation Cut's going off in a few hours. Bulgakov's taking care of it. Taking a bomb down to the train station in one of those military bags. With all the troops moving around the area, nobody'll even look twice.
Fucking regime won't be able to ignore us after that. Freedom or death, right?
If they're trying to hit the train station, Lieutenant, we gotta stop them. Do you know how many people they're gonna kill? And we'd be cut off from the other cities and Abundance's enclaves. Holy crap, even the aqueducts would be shut down.
Shadows, can't that one shut up? Who gave us this newbie? Shut up!
I wouldn't put it that way, but yes, David is right. It's better if people don't know what we're up to. Panic, coupled with a bomb, could end badly for everyone involved.
Leave this bag, please.
It belongs to you? Yeah, I figured, but I was expecting...
A man? Sorry to disappoint. But since you're here, minding my business, maybe I should introduce myself. I'm Bulgakov, one of the leaders of the opposition army. You gonna arrest me now?
Arrest you and take that bomb before it does any harm to the city.
You don't have a damn clue, do you, officer? That bomb was never meant for the city. This is our city, too. It was meant to take out the access roads to the city, to block the army convoys. It's time this fratricidal war finally came to an end. You think we're fighting for Aurora? You're wrong, officer. The opposition is made of patriots, and the war we're losing is making the true patriots weaker, while the politicians and their secret police grow stronger.
You're no patriot. A patriot would let her voice be heard at the assembly of the people, not set off bombs in the city she claims to love.
You couldn't possibly be that naive, could you, officer? Ask around. See if you can find just one person who dared to speak up at your precious assembly and is still around to talk. The only voice ever heard from is the Watchers. The rest are silenced, and will continue to be until only the ASC agents remain. Stay suspicious of me. It's your right. But I don't lie, officer. I'd never hurt the people on purpose. I only ever wanted to free them. Let me. Don't stand in my way, because it's the only road to a better abundance.
I hope I'm doing the right thing. Go on. Go! But leave the bomb. I trust you enough, but not that much.
I hear you. Thanks. And goodbye, officer. Beware the Watchers.